Hello, grade 7 students. In this video, we're going to talk about the respiration part 2. Last time we talked about the respiratory in humans. We said that the respiratory system in human consists of different organs. We have the nose, the mouth, the larynx, the pharynx, the trachea, lung, the bronchus, and the bronchioles, and we have the alveoli. What is the organ that's responsible for respiration in human? It's the lungs. So the lungs is the respiratory organ in human. Okay? So we said that the pathway of air along the respiratory system includes the nose, the pharynx, the larynx, the trachea, the bronchus, the bronchioles, and then we have the alveoli. So breathing, we said, is the actual mechanical intake of air, while breathing consists of two phases, inhalation and exhalation. Inhalation is the process of taking in air, while exhalation is the process of releasing air out. We said that during inhalation, the thoracic cage is raised, and the exhalation, the position of the thoracic cage is lowered. State of the lungs, during inhalation, the lungs they are inflated, meaning that they are full of air, while during exhalation they are deflated. Thoracic cage volume, the size of the thoracic cage will increase, while during exhalation its diameter will decrease. Pathway of air, during inhalation, the air comes from outside to inside to the body, while during exhalation, the air comes from inside to outside. So whenever I inhale, I take air from outside to inside. When I exhale, I release air from my body to the outside, meaning from inside to outside. Let's move now to insects. We have different type of insects. The most commonly example about insects is the grasshopper. Grasshopper, here the abdomen is raised as you see here, while the second figure, the abdomen is lowered. So when the abdomen is raised, we talk about exhalation. When the abdomen is lowered, we are talking about inhalation. So you have to pay attention here. Abdomen is raised, we are talking about exhalation. Abdomen is lowered, we talk about inhalation. So this note you have to study it. If the abdomen is lowered, as seen in this figure, if the abdomen is lowered, the grasshopper has inhaled air. So if abdomen is lowered, the grasshopper has inhaled air. While if the abdomen is raised, the grasshopper has exhaled air. So these notes you have to study them. So if I give you a figure, for example, talking about the grasshopper and the abdomen is raised, we are talking about exhalation. If I gave you a figure talking about the grasshopper and the abdomen is lowered, meaning that the grasshopper is inhaling air. So this is the grasshopper, this is the abdomen region, okay, and this is called the thorax region, and this is the head. So this is the abdomen region that's lowered or that is raised. Okay, spiracles. What are the spiracles? Trachea up into the outside, through small holes, through small pores. These are called spiracles. Spiracle is an object found on the outside of the insect's body or exoskeleton, it's called. That is used for breathing. We have many spiracles on the body of an insect. So we have numerous spiracles on the body of an insect. They are found in birds, meaning that too, okay? And they are present in the thorax and the abdomen. You have to pay attention to this note. Grasshoppers, they have 18 spiracles. So pay attention to this note, it's very important for our class. Grasshoppers, they have 18 spiracles, 9 to each side. So how many spiracles do we have? 18. So spiracles, they are opening found on the outside of the insect exoskeleton. So these are the spiracles. They are small openings found on the outside of the skeleton of the body of the grasshopper, and they are used for breathing. How many spiracles do we have? We have many spiracles. They are found in the thorax and in the abdomen region, and they have 18 spiracles, 9 to each side. Okay, so 9 on this side and 9 on the other side, they become 18. So here, the spiracles they are found in the abdomen region, in this region, and they are found in the thorax region, and they are used for breathing. So, about the respiratory organ in insects, is it the spiracle? You will say. So, air gets in through these pores, through this way, and air goes out. So, respiratory organs in all insects is the trachea. So the respiratory organs is not the spiracle. The spiracle is small pores that allow the air to enter or to exit. But the respiratory organ in all insects is the trachea. So you have to know that respiratory organ in the insects is called the trachea. So till now we have two respiratory organs. In mammals we have lungs. In insects we have the trachea. So till now two types of respiratory organs or two different respiratory organs. So Lamar, we have lungs in the mammals and we have trachea in insects. So both of them, they live on land. So what about the aquatic life? What about the fish? The fish says, it's my turn. I want to know what is my respiratory organ. So the fish, we have operculum and we have mouth. What is the operculum and what is the function of the operculum? Operculum is called the gill cover. Here is the operculum. Here it's found in the fish. It's a collection of bones found in the fish that help the fish to cover the gills. Gills, they are used for breathing. So operculum is like the gill cover. It's like a cover that covers the gills. And these are called the gill slits. They are like branches, for example. They are called the gill slits. And the one that covers the gills is called the operculum. It's called the gill cover. For example, you have a phone cover, so it covers the phone. Gill cover, it covers the gills. Okay, this is called the operculum. So operculum. Here, the mouth is open and the operculum is closed. They are opposite to each other. When the mouth is open, the operculum is closed. When the mouth is closed in this figure, the operculum is open. So when the mouth is open and the operculum is closed, we are talking about respiration in these stages. But to be more specific, when the mouth is open and the operculum is closed, mouth is open so the air enters through the water enters through the mouth of the fish. So we are talking about inhalation. So when the mouth is open and the operculum is closed, we are talking about inhalation. While when the mouth is closed and the operculum is open, we are talking about exhalation. What happens here? So you have to know that during inhalation, the mouth of the fish is open. The operculum is closed. Water will flow into the mouth of the fish so they can get oxygen. While during exhalation, the mouth of the fish will close. So the mouth of the fish will close while the operculum is open. So the water will goes out through the operculum. I will repeat it. During inhalation, the mouth is open. So the water enters through the mouth and the fish gets the oxygen needed. And during inhalation, the operculum is closed. So during inhalation, mouth is open, the water enters through the mouth, and the fish gets the oxygen needed. While during exhalation, it will close the mouth and open the operculum, that we call them the gill cover. and water will go out to the operculum. This water will be that exhale or that exit the body of the fish will be rich in carbon dioxide. Since the gill gives it the carbon dioxide and takes from the water the oxygen. So the water entering is rich in oxygen, while the water leaving is rich in carbon dioxide. Since the fish need oxygen from the water, so it gets the oxygen needed from the water and gets rid of carbon dioxide during exhalation. So, what is the respiratory organ of the fish? Is it the mouth? No. Is it the operculum? No. So, the respiratory organ goes. Gills, they are the respiratory organ and the fish. So till now, we have three different respiratory organs. Number one is the lungs in mammals. We as a human, we are classified as mammals. Number two, the second respiratory organ is the trachea in insects. Number three, the respiratory organ in the fish is called the gills. So till now, we have three different respiratory organs. The lungs in the mammals, the trachea in the insects. That's why the respiration in the insect is called the tracheal respiration because it's related to the trachea. And the respiratory organ in the fish is called the gills. So here, the water enters through inhalation and through the mouth, since the mouth is open, and exits through the operculum when the mouth is closed and the operculum is open. These are the gills that are seen through the skin. Okay, so these are the respiratory organ in the fish. Okay, so respiratory movements, what do? They allow the renewal of air or water. For example, the renewal of air in the case of mammals and insects. Why? The renewal of water in the case of the different respiratory, in the case of fish, while they are in contact with the respiratory organs. What the meaning of renewal of air? So we need always oxygen. So respiratory movement, inhalation and exhalation. Inhalation allows us to get oxygen, while exhalation allows us to get rid of carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is what is the lesson about respiration part two. So I'm going to make a quick revision about what we have explained today. So first, we talked about the respiratory organs inside the grasshopper. We talked first about the mammals, which are the lungs, the lung is respiratory organ. We said that when the abdomen is raised, we are talking about exhalation in the grasshopper. When the abdomen is lowered, we are talking about inhalation. So if the abdomen is lowered, these notes you have to study them, please. If the abdomen is lowered and the grasshopper has exhaled air, while if the abdomen is raised, the grasshopper has exhaled air, and this is the abdomen. And we have spiracles, they are a small opening found in the abdomen region and in the thorax region, and they are responsible for helping the respiration process, the spiracles, but they are not the respiratory organs. I told you they are small holes. They are found in the exoskeleton of the insects, in the body of the insect, and help for breathing. There are many spiracles. They are found, as I said, in the thorax and abdomen region. And pay attention to this node. We have about 18 spiracles in the grasshopper. So pay attention to this node. Okay, so what is the respiratory organ in all insects? It's called the trachea. That's why we are talking about the tracheal respiration. So till now we have two respiratory organs, lungs in the mammals, and trachea in the insects. Both of them they live on land. So moving to the aquatic life, we have mouth is up, is closed, and mouth is open. Mouth is closed, our operculum is open. So first of all, let's know about the operculum. Operculum is like the gill cover. This is the operculum. Okay, if you see the fish, for example, your mom is cooking fish or some is having you, for example, barbecue. So this is the fish. This is the fish gill that covers the gills. It's called the operculum. And when the mouth is open and the operculum is closed, we are talking about inhalation. When the mouth is closed and the operculum is open. What is the difference between that? So mouth is open, as I said, the mouth allows the water to enter, so the fish gets the oxygen with the gill short and gets rid of carbon dioxide during exhalation when the operculum is open. Okay? So during inhalation, as I said, the mouth is open, operculum is closed. So during exhalation, the mouth is closed, operculum is open to get rid of carbon dioxide. And we said that the respiratory organ inside the fish is called the gills. Okay?